What's up, everyone? I'm CL Connolly, and today I want to do a short reading from the Disciples Doctrine. So if you've seen any of my other videos about the short readings and stuff like that, sometimes I go into like a little backstory on the book, right? So with this one, it was more of the fact that it's really small, because you shouldn't need 1,000 pages to be told not to be an asshole. So it's like 120 pages. I think it's only 120 pages. Yeah, it's about 120 pages. 120 pages told not to be an asshole. And basically it is the Disciples, which is the Bible to my cult. And it's telling them exactly what God expects of them and how they're supposed to live their lives here on the physical land. So I have made different terms for everything, like connected partners. That's two people who've been married. The physical land is the actual earth that you're living on. The promised land is the heaven. Everything has its own term. And in the Disciples Doctrine, you get to learn all of their rules and how it goes, and basically all the little terms and stuff that they use throughout the rest of the cult series of the other 4 books. So you'll learn all those kinds of things. So I just wanted to do a little short synopsis. Well, not really a synopsis, but I'm going to read directly from the book. This one is actually from the chapter that's titled The Disciples. So it basically tells you what God expects of the disciples, type of thing. So it starts as, God teaches in the Disciples Doctrine that everyone has been created as equals and should be treated as such. The Holy Bible was written in a way that states men are more important than women. It shows that women are to submit to men. The worst stories in that book are the ones that are translated as people with a different lifestyle are sinful and aren't following God. In the Disciples Doctrine, everyone, no matter what lifestyle they live, is created equal. God created them to be who they are, and as long as they don't commit any of the evil acts as outlined in the Disciples Doctrine, they are living their life pleasing to God. In the beginning of the Bible, it reads, God created Adam and Eve. Essentially, yes, he created a man and a woman for the sole purpose of procreation in order to create more people to live on the physical land. That didn't mean he created everyone to follow the same lifestyle with the intent of procreation. Adam and Eve's first 2 children mentioned are Cain and Abel. So right after God created a man and a woman, he decided to create 2 more men. Could it have been that Cain wanted to become one flesh with the intent of procreation, and Abel preferred to become one flesh with another without the intent of procreation? Cain wasn't living his life pleasing to God, whereas Abel was living his life pleasing to God. Maybe Cain found out that Abel wasn't looking to procreate and decided to take it upon himself to commit the first hate crime. So essentially, the Disciples' Doctrine is stating that everyone is equal. They were put on this earth basically the way that they're supposed to be. If you're supposed to be gay, then you're gay. That's what God created you as. If you're supposed to be trans, then you're supposed to be trans. That's how God created you. And that's just essentially what the Disciples Doctrine is stating. So they're stating that Abel was potentially a gay man, and Cain was supposed to be created the same way, but because he wasn't, and he was upset with the way that Abel, was living. You see what I'm saying? So that is where the Disciples Doctrine is actually trying to contradict the Bible in ways that everyone kind of sees the Bible as one way. And it's like, oh, well, it says this, it says this. I don't give a shit what the hell it says. It was written by some dude who was probably a douchebag. I grew up in the church. I actually have an entire video that talks about my life in the church and how it ended. I do not believe in organized religion. I believe that you can worship a higher power or whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, wherever you want to do it. You don't have to go to a building in order to worship whatever higher power that you're looking to worship. I mean, should I have tarot cards and crystals and all kinds of other stuff here? I listen to the universe. I have the ringing in my ears that I attribute to different things and who's trying to get my attention in a way. If you ever look at the ringing in your ears, whether it be in your right ear or your left ear. So anyway, that's my essential thing. You know, worship whoever you want, however you want. I have a spiritual sense to me where it's not so much as, religious, because it's not. It's more spiritual. And yes, I do believe in a higher power. I believe that there is a reason why we are here, and it's not because we evolved from single-celled organism, Darwinism. So I don't believe in that. I'm also not atheist, so I do believe that there is another one out there that is watching down upon us. But I believe that the Bible, due to the fact that it was written by a man on earth who decided how he wanted everything, that is where that came from. There's also a mention in the Disciples Doctrine about Jesus and how most religious people use Jesus as their reason to be dicks to other people, essentially because Jesus came here to die for our sins, blah, blah, blah. So now religious people believe that they can be assholes to everyone because Jesus will forgive them of their sins because that's why he died for them. So there's that, essentially. But anyway, so that is all I have for you today. The Disciples Doctrine is available on my website for $10. It is available on Amazon as well. I believe it's $15 on Amazon. So my website is always down below in the description, so you can purchase it there. Also, don't forget, I do have the first 3 books of the Cult series available as well. Number 4 should be available within the next few months. So yay on that. But other than that, that's all I have for you today. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe if you feel like there is someone who wants to watch this. Otherwise, don't. I don't give a shit. Do whatever the fuck you want. Whatever works. I'm not here to tell you what to do. So anyway, that's it. Okay, bye.